have some like fresh coat of paint on it, and he opens it up, and immediately masks Cyberdeck goes offline.
This room right here, you say?
Yep. Inside the room, it looks like to be his bedroom, and the walls are also freshly coated with paint.
The priest, you say?
Yep.
Okay.
If Slammer goes inside, his immediately gets enough noise for his comm like not to function. I don't care what rating it is.
Okay.
And also, there's like a crying like Asian kid on the bed.
Okay.
In the priest's room.
Does it look like? Well, I guess I wouldn't know if the kid's been in there for a while.
Well, it actually kind of looks like it's been lived in, and also that the chair in the office has a pillow on the desk in front of it, so it's very likely the priest wasn't even sleeping in his room for the last week.
Gotcha. And I assumed his Father Vasco, is he following us in there?
He's not going to follow you in there. He's staying in the office, but he's staying outside the door.
Okay. And I guess I'll sit, and the kid's sitting on the bed?
Mm-hmm. He also closes the door and masks calmly. Cyberdeck comes back on.
Okay.
It's starting to piss me off, because if he shuts everything off on me, I can't communicate with anyone.
Okay, I'm going to sit down on the bed next to the kid, and I'd say, so, your dad sent me, but I assume you already know that.
He like nods as he like starts to wipe his face.
Do you have any interest in going back to see your dad?
He nods again.
And what's keeping you from doing that?
All the noises are just too much.
Oh, can you tell me a little bit more about these noises?
Everything's like shouting at me.
Does the shouting calm down when you're in this room?
It does.
Does it go away, or does it just lessen?
It just goes away.
So this is pretty much the only time there you've ever... How long has this been going on?
It's been getting worse and worse for a month.
Okay, and before that, just nothing, huh?
Yeah.
Did you happen to be... did you spend a lot of time on the computer before, like, over the past few years?
He shakes his head.
Not particularly any more than anybody else?
No.
Have you ever heard of... you may not have ever heard of this, but have you ever heard of what's called a technomancer?
He then like starts openly bawling again, and he just like can barely speak at this point, but he like nods twice.
Hey, I think I know that when this first happens, you think there's no way that there's any way anybody could ever know about what you're going through. When it happened to me, it didn't happen to me exactly like what happened to you, but when I first learned I had magical powers, it was a trip. I mean, one day you think you're, just a normal kid trying to fit in, and the next day, how the hell are you going to deal with this, right?
So before he responds, anyone in the main room who's not Black Cat, who's moving stuff around, can roll a perception.
Jesus Christ.
All right, and what am I doing?
You're rolling perception. Mask, you see some people rolling up like around and loitering outside the church right now. And they're all wearing similar colors, like black clothes, red dot on the chest. Pretty clearly gang colors. There's about like 5 of them.
They gave me targets.
I pointed that out to Tapper, and I ducked behind a pew.
They don't seem to be doing anything. They're just sort of loitering.
I'm not getting shot. So I go further even back than hide behind the altar.
So I'm going to take this moment to arrange my guns in a configuration.
Yeah, I warn everyone through like AR text, like big block AR text in the air, that the gang is here.
So everyone besides Slammer knows the gang is here now.
I can't can I message Slammer?
He is currently like in a dead zone because the priest set up the room to be a dead zone.
Fuck, I should have. I wish I got that bag that the plating cuts off matrix signals.
No, there's he like
Faraday cage.
Yeah, he like set up a serious like Faraday cage because like normally even noise doesn't completely lock you out.
Yeah, Black Cat's gonna move up to the broken window right over here.
All right, so She looks out. She sees that they're like wearing like gang colors, but they're like kind of impromptu, like ratty clothing. They're like clearly not a established sprawl gang.
So I'm going to put my 2 arm slide guns to make sure that they have the properly associated ones.
Okay.
And I will take out my hot pink with a white handle and kitty motif on it that I have loaded with capsule rounds that have some disgusting, like, super coconut candy stuff in them.
Yeah,
And,
I'm gonna pull out my Taurus and put it on the ground next to me.
Are you okay? So are you very overtly readying your weapons, or are you just like getting them set up?
I'm just getting mine set up because I need to shoot someone.
Okay, so they're not gonna. You're gonna have to take a ready action unless you like get them ready.
The candy gun is totally in my hand.
One of the people working at the in the kitchen like actually overtly steps back, and like people actually kind of clear out of your way.
Look, it's loaded with candy. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Like,
Maybe
that reassures.
maybe you should guys make your way to the office. Now?
I don't think they have any reason to think that right now, because you can't talk to them, and they're clearly gearing up to hold their ground.
like, if somebody could just go pound on the wall over here, like, maybe they could hear that.
So
I guess if none of the civilians do it, I will run over here and start pounding on this wall.
okay, so as like you're giving the puberty talk to the young Texanomancer Kid Slammer, you hear like something. The walls being like pounded on.
All right, I'm gonna say to the kid, shit. Hey, Trouble's trying to find you again. Hide under the bed. I'm gonna run back out.
He does not move. He's still like really heavily distraught.
All right, well, I can't help him right now. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna shout to him one more time. Get under the bed, hide, and then just go.
Right. So like the priest actually does look alarmed, but he like says, "You should really let me handle this."
Said, yeah, this is probably your thing. And go on out.
So he comes out with you out of the back room, and he like goes to the front, and he like opens the church door, and he goes out to talk to the gangers. Do you guys do anything?
I'm gonna follow him.
Hey, you're following him?
What?
Yeah.
Okay, so Tapper, as you see, he walks up to the gangers and starts saying, "I told you to," and then suddenly like one of them immediately turns around and hits him up the side of the face with a lead pipe.
Do I have permission to attempt to shoot that pipe out of his hand?
Roll me a surprise test.
Just my reaction plus intuition.
Yeah, you need to get 3 hits.
I will edge that because I need to make these punks look terrible. There you go.
Okay, so
There's
you can
5.
you can make the called. Do you have any way to make a called shot to disarm at range?
Yeah, you blast out of hands.
Do it.
I believe that one's only -4, so just double check to make sure which the candy gun is.
What if his hand has
Yeah.
like 10 body though?
It's not how it
He's
looks.
shooting the thing in his hand, not the hand itself.
Oh, right.
All right, I'm just assuming it's a.
Oh,
Tapper working her magic.
I told you I know magic. Like, I wasn't lying.
yeah. Man,
I'm just looking up blast out of hand real quick. I have it on the page right now.
And I would also not mind writing a second action to when he starts to yell at the guy to put a second candy round into his mouth.
Do they actually deal damage?
The blast out of hands does not. The down the gullet only can only do like 2 because it requires capsule rounds.
Is that from the Run and Gun book?
The down the gullet is from Run and Gun, yes.
Okay. I just bought that book today.
Hold on 1 second. Roll it
Yep.
now. Okay, so you successfully like knock the lead pipe out of his hand. It goes flying into the distance, and he goes, "What the fuck?" And his mouth is now open.
Yep. Delicious. Delicious,
Oh,
delicious,
God.
gross candy.
What are you shooting into his mouth?
So they're capsule rounds that are full of, like the liquid candy center stuff.
Yeah.
Or if you wanted to get, like, the soy paste stuff could be in there with some gross flavor in it. Let the man talk, all right?
Okay, so he like gags and goes, "Oh, what the?" And then the rest of the people draw their guns. So it looks like no one's gonna be talking anytime soon. Does anyone? Hold on.
What's the gun? What guns they got?
They don't seem to overtly have guns.
They're what? Wow. There's
So they just weren't at the ready.
Yeah, they weren't at the ready.
That was Matrix Perception.
You're rolling Matrix Perception?
That's what
They
that's-
have some very basic wireless stuff, just comm links and stuff. None of them really have even AR glasses. Like, they'd actually have to physically look at the stuff to...
Well, I am not going to be much of a help here.
Well, you got a revolver, and that's
Can
literally
you
what...
shoot a gun?
I literally chose
Kind
you
of.
over the other decker because you can shoot revolvers.
Yeah, I have 10 dice.
Doesn't matter.
I'll give you lessons afterwards.
Doesn't
That'd be
matter.
great.
It's still a revolver.
Yeah, I'm just gonna hit Jazz then.
You're gonna hit Jazz.
Yeah, because I need to, because I have 9.
You might
nine-
want. Okay. You can't even do that until initiative is rolled. So do you
Oh,
want to
really?
roll? Yeah, you have to. You have to do it. You can't do it as a reaction.
Oh, I'm doing. We're not fighting yet.
You
I'm
are
gonna
fighting
shoot.
yet, and this is a surprise round.
Oh, okay.
Like he's
I didn't-
overtly planning to beat that priest to death.
Okay, I didn't know. I stepped away, so I didn't know what was going on. I thought she was just
Not
shooting.
on my watch, mate.
6, 12.
Should we all roll initiative then, I assume?
Yep.
I'm actually a 20 because I have Thrill Seeker.
Alrighty.
Okay, so we got Tapper at 20, Slammer at 10.
Mask is at 12.
Wait a minute.
I'm not sure I've ever seen Tapper actually tap anything in the.
Why
run
did Cat
that
roll for
I've
bad
done.
luck?
You haven't seen her what?
That was bad luck. I'm blitzing.
Ah, okay. So you automatically go first?
No, I'm blitzing, which means I roll 5d6.
Okay, so go for it.
Yeah.
The,
so it's 8.
You've never seen Tapper do what?
Never seen Tapper actually tap anything.
What?
Like, you give him the
Just
tap
tap
tap, like,
two.
pap pap.
Yeah. Oh, that
Like,
kind of.
I made him eat nasty candy, mate. Like, how many people you see do
Like-
that?
Like a boss.
Well, I mean, I'm not saying that's not impressive. I mean, I just haven't seen her like start any kegs of beer or, put a listen in on any
wrong
phone
kind of
lines.
tap, mate. Like, do you see I am 16? What the fuck am I doing with beer? Like, one of the mates, he
drank
asked
beer
me
when
to
I was
go out
16.
for scotch, and, like, I was like, I don't get along with beer, with bars. Like, they don't let me in. I had to shoot a mate in the mouth to get into a place once.
You're aware
I
that
just
like the
looked at the
drinking
cover.
age in you're aware like the drinking age in Britain is like 16, right, or 15?
Not in Britain, am I?
Well, it depends on how long ago she was in Britain.
We're in the
Those
UCAS.
Oh, I think you misheard. I think they call that capping. Actually, on the street, isn't it? Capping when you shoot somebody instead of tapping.
You gave him the